Happy Sunday. Just thought that I would invite you all into my private practice here in the Denver Tech Center while I restore a beautiful old school like me who's driven all the way down from Colorado Springs, Colorado. So I'm going to go get her. So you all go get some water, sit down, enjoy, subscribe, make sure you like the video, and we'll go get her. Be right back. She is waiting a couple more minutes to get in here, so give me a second so that I can. Alrighty, get in here, get in here, get in here. Got any questions, comments, or concerns? Make sure that you post them in the comment section and enjoy. You're getting ready to watch me service a natural, means she don't have no relaxer. She no longer is coloring her hair. I inspire women to rock their grays. So she's here to see me because she loves how I detox her scalp and care for her scalp instead of treating it. She loves what I do with my comb. And she also loves my Marcel skill set that I'm able to provide her with. And she loves how I work my shears, how I'm able to prune her ends without making her any shorter. So these are some of the things that clients are willing to pay you more for, and it actually gets them to stick with you too when you care instead of just styling. Hi, Match Day. How are you? Greetings. Thanks for joining my live. Make sure you like my video while you're here. That's the least you can do while you're watching me do this amazing work in here by use of my water beauty solution instead of conditioner. Because thank you for liking the live. Thanks, I appreciate that. Let me go get her. I'll be right back. You ready for it to be warm, huh? Come on in and welcome back.
You been doing good?
I'm managing. Life is difficult when you're a brand owner and you run in 3 businesses like I do.
You're a
So
busy woman.
I am, but that's how I like it.
And you like that.
I like it, yes. Some
good.
ladies are
Life
lazy.
is good.
Most women are lazy. That ain't me. I will prefer to be busy.
I agree with you. A lot of people, young people, they just.
The young people.
I said, gosh, if I was younger and all the opportunity that's out there, you just look and see.
Exactly.
When I was young,
we didn't have all this. No. I was just thinking, I was thinking about that the other day. It was like, kids nowadays.
They don't even
Well,
say
listen,
it.
the babies, they get to cuss and their parents laugh at them. If I cuss, we got popped in the mouth, huh? So
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely.
Well, this woman was on Instagram and she was saying something. She goes, I'm going to tell you what the problem is. She says, what did she say? She says, the parents is, how did she say? She said the kids are scared of, this is what I.
Oh, go ahead. It's like the kids are in control.
Yeah.
And the parents are scared. She said, well, tell her I'm headed to the door.
Yes, ma'am. I did. Sorry. I'm so tired of drinking, child. I hope I got to get it.
All right, you stay here. Don't you go nowhere. I'll be right back. Okay, beautiful.
Oh, look at you. I wish I could move that fast.
I know, I got you. I took the baton from you.
But she said, like the teachers are scared of the principal's scared of the school board's scared of the parents, and the parents are scared of the kids, and the kids ain't scared of nobody.
The kids aren't. Kids is in control these days. So let's get started. First things first, we're gonna detox that scalp with a comb to lift any build up and increase your blood flow.
Yes, ma'am. I remember, being young, working 2 full-time jobs, trying to figure out a way to make some money. But there's so many ways you can have 2 and 3 jobs, and it all fit, the way they got all kind of things, and have your own business too.
Yep. I'm thinking about going and getting a job. Only because now that I'm 50, I need retirement. And I need some vision, and I'm sick of paying it out my pocket. So I have an old friend of mine who she decided to go and get a job at the Walmart Salon. Smart. Now, mind you, at first I was like, girl, what are you doing? Right? We don't go get jobs. And she was like, I'm getting old. And I was like, ooh, the benefits, correct. Because you don't get no health care benefits. You don't get no paid vacation, no sick leave, no 401k, no health coverage, no dental coverage, and no vision coverage when you choose to stand behind the chair.
Yeah, and the other thing, now, I don't know how it is. Do you pay into Medicare?
Well, I do. Because
okay.
I do file taxes on my
the
business.
1099.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay.
Every year.
I got you.
And I itemize my 1099 as well.
I got you. So yeah. So if you do all that, then you're good too. Correct. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people when they're young, they try to work under,
under the table.
Mm-hmm. And they live that good money. Because I have my cousin's wife, in fact.
Mm-hmm.
They were just so very, some people are just blessed with good fortune, but everything don't last forever.
No, and most of us got to work for it.
And my cousin, he's he had a daughter, him and his wife, and they lived in a little house in Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a lady across the street that had adopted his wife, kind of like. And his wife was kind of like an orphan, but she had adopted his wife, like, took her under her wing, and she didn't have any family. So then they, when she passed, she left everything to them.
Wow.
And so then they took their house and her house and sold it and bought another house. Wow. And so, but she never really, she used to work for a doctor, his wife, but he paid her under the table.
Cash.
And she worked all these years, and she was, she's kind of uppity. And she buy the bags, do all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
And then what happened is, as years went on, he was working, she was working, but people just don't know how things pan out. And
later on in life, correct.
So he paid off his house, the new house. They paid off the house. And, I remember when they posted, we're going to have a mortgage burning sale and all this kind of stuff. And they were kind of on the rocks. So they separated. And Now she ain't all these years she been working for this doctor, but ain't paid no social security, ain't paid nothing. And he just thought he was gonna be able to walk away from the marriage, you know.
Ooh,
Our daughter is
scotch free.
our daughter's grown, and you know, I'll take care of my daughter, but I'm done. And you know, he just didn't no sense to know that, you know, when you with somebody that long, you got to split your retirement. You got to split your house. I mean, if you, I mean, even if you own the house, I don't care if you made every payment under the sun. She was with you,
That's true.
you know.
People don't think about
Mm-mm.
that.
So then he's thinking he's done. He gonna retire and everything. I said, you has been silly. I mean, you better work it out or either
do something.
And so, sure enough, and she, you know, she's thinking, oh well, he ain't gonna leave me, and then she's thinking, oh, I'll get half the house, but it's like you ain't paid. You almost 60 years old. You ain't even paid nothing into Social Security, nothing. You're gonna be working for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but he ended up. Now he's trying to buy another house. I'm like, what was the point paying off your other house?
Especially at
Because
his
he had
age.
yeah, and so he had to sell it. I mean, he had to sell it and split it with her and split his retirement. So now he's working again, and it just, you know, just do your research. Do you know?
Some people don't even know what research means, and some
No.
people, I know a lot of people of color do not know how
They
to
just
research.
don't, and I
Mhm.
just, I see it.
I had to
more and
ask
more.
one day, like, how do you research? Because it was like I got sick of people saying, I did the research. I did the research. So it's like, how you do the research?
But wouldn't you just wonder? I thought maybe, you know, I wouldn't if they were good. Let me see how I want to phrase this. You know, they're just. He's a good-looking man. He's a good.
He fine. He fine.
He's
fine.
fine.
He's fine.
And
I love me a fine man.
And I'll show you a picture. But he's a good-looking man. But for him to think he could do somebody like that.
I was about to say that's why he got away from it. Cause them fine men, they can do a lot.
And she thinking she got this fine man, and she
thinks she's scot-free.
High yellow and all that other stuff.
Okay, she a light skin.
Yeah, so she thinks she almost, you know, white, and so she thinks she gonna just walk away from the marriage and just walk into another one.
Ooh.
But it didn't work out that way.
Well, ooh.
And so, but it was like, I would feel bad for him, but I mean, it's like, yo, running around here, vacationing, spending money like it's coming out of a faucet. You'd think you'd be like asking questions and finding out things, you know? But so many people just live in the moment.
Yep, and ain't thinking about tomorrow. What you gonna do tomorrow? What you gonna do next year? So true.
And I don't know if it's just a natural thing or what, but I've always been a plan A, plan B. You know, my daughter used to kind of get on my nerves. She used to be.
I think it's how we're raised.
Yeah.
We're not all given the same mother, so we're not all raised with the same upbringing. Like some of us got to stay out all night long when you was a kid. Some of us had to be in the house by 7, you know, before dark. Some of us got popped in the mouth for cussing. Some got laughed at and was able to cuss, you know.
That's true.
So based on
sit down and had a drink with the parents.
Man, yep. Some mothers are letting their kids get high with them and drinking and getting drunk with them, not even being an adult even. So kids, I mean, the mindsets, right, are coming up so different.
And it's just
unfortunate.
Yes. And these younger people, they don't, I mean, at least there's just some of them had at least some reverence for their elders. These younger ones don't have nothing.
Well, forget the elders. They have no self-respect.
No, that's true.
A lot of women of today were not raised with their fathers, so they have no masculine balance in the household under the roof, and they're only subjected to the feminine, right, aspect, and that's an imbalance upbringing. I was traumatized because my mother, you know, raised me by herself. That's hard to do. And on top of that, It's difficult to provide, right, your child with the balance.
Yeah,
Like
that's
you only
true.
got one side of things. So
And yeah,
so that child grows up frustrated because the child understands that I should have had my father. You know what I mean? We all know I should have had both my parents growing up. And that kind of messes with some people's mental once they become an adult.
right. And it also affects. I mean, I think about that with me. You know, my father died when I was 12,
Really?
and my mother raised all six of us by herself.
Whoa, she has six
Six of us.
by herself. These moms these days could never.
And
And there was so much less money.
but yeah,
Now,
oh yeah,
geez,
yeah,
so many less resources and assistance.
yeah, and
That was
yeah,
common back then
yeah,
to have a bunch
she
of
raised
kids.
all of us. And but you know, I went into a relationship saying, you know, I can hold my own.
Mm.
So I wanted to be controlling everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Me and you both. Me and you both.
It's like I can't release to you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no problem, I'll handle this. No problem, I'll handle that. Because I've been handling it. I see my mama handle it.
Right. I have the same thing. My mother, she raised me. You know, my mother and my father divorced when I was 5, and so I realized that, sheesh, that was a long time. You know, of having to and being an only child at that, having to figure it out.
Yeah.
I now realize that a lot of my adult issues stem from how my mother raised me. My control, I think, because I watched her be so controlling, so I
Yes.
wanted to copy it. I'm not gonna lie, my mother's drinking, everything my mother did, I ended up trying to copy as I grew up. You know?
See?
Yeah. And then I started realizing, like, I don't like the result of this. How is mom dealing with this? And that's what makes us change.
Yeah. You know, at some point you gotta say this ain't working for me.
No, and I don't like it. You know, it's okay to change. I think some people think that, oh, once I start doing hair, I got to keep doing hair, knowing that you ain't good at it. No, you got to move around, do something else.
Yeah, yeah, I got you. But there are so many people that are in that kind of rut.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they say, I've invested this, so I might as well just stay doing this. And, but there's just so much opportunity now.
There is.
I mean,
I was just telling my mom, like, there's so many jobs out here now. You can work from home. You can work for Amazon. Do you know how many positions Amazon offers now? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Golly, it's hard to be broke nowadays. Broke.
I mean, there's just no reason for it.
No, it's uncalled for.
They said that there's so many openings, and there's just so many openings, and young people just don't want to take them. But then they were talking about some of the government employees, you know, that they let go.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them were working from home and holding down another job.
Mm.
But you know, things are so expensive. I can see why they was doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not mad at them. True.
If they can sit on their computer and make it look like I'm working one job and work another job, I mean, at least you know they
getting money,
getting it done.
Yes. Yes.
Rather than just sitting somewhere collecting a check somewhere, you know, or living off some woman, or you know.
There's a lot of men living off of women.
Yes, yeah.
Sheesh.
Because they were just talking about, you know, and then all these hard skills. Nobody wants to do the laborers skills, like plumbing, electrician, welding. You know, you make 6 figures doing welding.
Make 6 figures being hair and scalp restoration too.
Yes, you know what I'm saying. But you know what
there's
I'm saying.
so many options.
Because
I thought in order for me to make the money I'm making, I thought I had to go to college. I never thought I could get over 6 figures from behind the chair.
That's the biggest scam right there.
That is so true. And I didn't realize either that like running my own business, I would be making 3 times more than my job. I worked for the city of Denver for 10 years.
I know.
And
What you saying?
I thought I was making a lot of money back then. And now I realize, I look back and it's like, wow, I had adjusted my lifestyle to that amount of money.
Yes.
Is what ends up happening. You start settling
and tap down your own
worth,
creative,
your own likeliness.
Because you're creative, you're very talented.
Thank you.
And so, you know, not everybody does have talent that they can grow off of. You know? I know.
Very true.
I got my hair wet and then I put it up in the bun.
Oh, that's okay. You know, I'm gonna get through it.
But you know, but if you have, I mean, you know, I think that's what you need to do as parents, is foster your kids' creativeness and their talents, so they can kind of explore when they get older. Because, you know, when we was coming up, it was all, oh, if you want to make big money, you got to be a lawyer, you be a doctor.
You got to go into real estate. Mm-hmm.
And you know, some of the strugglingest people are lawyers and doctors.
What would you say would be the most productive industry nowadays to get into?
I would think your own business. You know, if you're good at something.
I know service business is where it's at right now. Yeah. Because you know, you don't have to, if you have something that somebody needs, then that's where you focus your energy and your resources to build that, to enhance it and get it, you know, built up so that nobody else can outdo you. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have, I mean, what can college teach you? Well, I had to learn the hard way. The business, I mean, you probably didn't. You could write a teacher course on business management. I sure could. But you're right. I went to college thinking, and mind you, I went to get my BA in business. Okay. But what I slowly started realizing is I was not there to learn about business. I was there to learn about other people's businesses. I thought that I was going to learn to run a salon business, a beauty business. Well, they're teaching you how to fall into line with how to make other people money. True, but that's not ideal from behind the chair, right? It's like, wait a minute, I'm not a corporation, you know what I mean? I don't have employees, so it was very, very, very confusing for me. And that's actually what caused me to drop. Because it was like, I'm not learning what I thought. It's not that I wasn't learning. It's like, this isn't helping me, because I actually went to learn how to run salon business and service business. I think we were learning how to run a corporate business in college. See? Well, yeah, because they want to train you to work for the corporate. Correct. They don't, there's not a whole lot that fosters small business or entrepreneurship. Mm-hmm. Would you like your my water warm or cool today? Warm is good. Warm, you got it. My doctors can't seem to warm up these days. Is that water okay? Okay. Let me know if it gets too hot or if it gets loose. I cannot believe how long your hair is now. I would have never thought your hair could get this long. It's amazing. Once I start working on someone's hair, once I touch it, how it thrives. It's like,
I almost wonder what it would have been like if you got a hold to my head when I was younger.
ooh, probably be on the floor compared to what I see now.
Because it was so thick.
Yes, it is now. You have amazing density for your age and to be here in Colorado. And especially where you came from. I've never seen this much. I've never seen this much hair on your head before.
No, well, no, because by the time I seen you, I had lost 2 heads of it. You know that?
You had lost how much?
2 whole heads of hair.
No. I knew you said you had lost your hair.
Oh yeah, it was. To
Have you always lived here in Colorado?
Uh-huh.
Ah.
But, you know,
So what do you
I
say
struggled
caused
with
the...
my illness?
Oh, your
And I
illness.
think, because honey, I was doing comb overs. I mean, it was just coming. I mean, you'd think I was a cancer patient.
You know what? My mother is going through that right now. My mom is suffering massive hair loss, and I think it's because her insides aren't right either.
Well, I think it's autoimmune. You know, I've had struggle with these autoimmunes,
Yep.
and I think you know, I really think that's some of what's going on with my daughter, because she ain't never had no problems with her hair. You know, then she did them braids.
And autoimmune, I think, has a lot to do with the lack of enough water in the body.
Well, I think too, and the fact she smokes, my baby.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't help.
But yeah, I think, and on my mom's side, I think there's a lot of that, you know, with the eczema and all that kind of stuff. I never had eczema until just recently. But I have siblings that struggle with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, I think bottom line is just simply the food we eat.
It's not just
We're
the
not
food
getting-
we eat, it's the stuff we drink too.
Yeah.
Because a lot of individuals drink a lot of bad liquids.
Yeah.
Like a lot of women think wine is not alcohol, and it is.
Yes. Oh, well, she don't do none of that no more, my baby.
I know, her and I both have stopped
But
drinking.
I went into the doctor's office the other day, and the receptionist, there was about 1, 2, 3, 4 of them just sitting up at the counter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at them, and they were all probably my age.
That water okay?
Maybe 10 years younger. I'd say 5 to 7 years younger than me. About 5 to 7 years younger than me,
Okay.
or maybe 10, some of them. But there was about 4 of them. One was drinking a big old thing of water, and she looked pretty good. And the rest of them had these big old glasses like this
Of liquor?
of gulps. Soda. Red soda.
Pop drinkers is
yeah.
just as bad
Yeah,
as
and I thought, you know,
alcohol drinkers.
After a certain age, you know, but I mean, just saying, you know, like, that's a rut you get into when you're working at a desk. You know, if you live around if you work around a fast food, because I remember when we was caseworkers, we'd go walk over to 7-Eleven, get us a big gulp, and, you know, sip on that while you're sitting in the office doing your paperwork.
But you know what? Sodas was okay back in the day because our climate was not as dry as it is now.
God,
So we did not require the amount of hydration that we require now because we have so much more moisture in the air. Look, I just looked up, I'm headed to New York tomorrow, and I just looked up the humidity in New York. Why is the humidity in New York at 27%? I thought New York was humid.
Ooh.
27%? And aren't they a coastal state? It's
Yes.
like, whoa.
Yes.
That's where they're at today. Now, I don't know if it's because it might be cold there or something, and it's not as hot. But
it is drier.
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Is that pressure too much?
Oh, no, it feels good.
Good. Feels good?
Mm-hmm. But it is drier in Colorado than it's ever been.
We're drier than Phoenix and Nevada
Yeah.
right now, and that's never been the case here. I've been watching the climate for 2 years straight now. And Denver has never, ever been under 30%. Never.
Well, I
Now
can tell
we're
you,
staying under 20.
look
Like,
at this.
oh, yes, yes,
You
yes.
need to see. And that's that cold and that dry is just,
Okay, I'm gonna give you a bottle of my water because I need you to start spraying my water constantly on your skin. A lot of that whiteness you just showed me on your skin, that's your sweat.
oh no,
That's
that I put some,
the whiteness.
yeah, that whiteness.
Is not your skin.
No, I just put some cream on my hand.
Okay, that cream got alcohol in it.
Yeah.
That's why you turned white. So we gotta stop using.
Okay. Well,
You better off using oils, love.
well, I was just sitting in the sun.
That
Out there
doesn't
waiting
have.
for sun,
That don't have
and I
nothing to
just
do
needed
with it.
some sunblock
Okay. Oh, gotcha.
so that my
You know Vaseline works as a sunblock. At least Vaseline don't have the 20-something chemicals that
I
the
know. I,
you got it, but you just gotta change,
Yeah.
right? If you don't change, your skin's gonna keep getting worse because this summer is gonna be the driest summer on record here in Colorado. So you have to constantly hydrate your skin, keep your skin soft.
well, I keep Aquifer, that baby Vaseline.
Good, good.
That's all I use. But see, I just reached in my glove box because I was sitting in that sun because I started itching and I didn't want that, because sometimes the sun will flare up your lupus.
Correct. Give me your hands. Let's get that off of you. Rub it in the other hand.
Okay.
Ah, and I see why. You have high density, so your hair, I see your hairs.
Mhm.
You grow hairs a lot. So rub that in, just keep, oh yeah, you got a lot of it on you.
Yeah, because I just rubbed it on there because it was just burning and.
Do you realize that this air is going to make that affect your skin? Like, it's not like you just put it on there and ain't nothing going to happen. Wipe that all off.
Think
Gotta,
quick.
Gotta understand the result of your choices. I know you thought ain't nothing gonna happen, but yeah, girl, you gonna burn your skin out. Keep going, because I'm not sure how much you have. Keep going.
Okay.
There you go. You see, it's already looking different. You still got some.
Feels different.
Keep here. Wipe again, because you got
It feels real different.
more of it. Yes. Here, keep wiping with the towel.
Okay.
You don't want that much. That was way too many chemicals on your skin. In this air, you know what I mean? It's cool if we lived in Georgia, or if we were down in Florida.
And it's getting it off.
Correct. Now, rub that in again, and I'm gonna give you some Vaseline. Old school Vaseline. Take your finger and go backwards in here. There you go. Nope, too much. Too much. Yeah, it is, but that's enough. Go ahead and rub that in between your fingers. There you go. Okay. That's all your skin needs. Once you go grab one of them, I get it. Thinking that you need to put on sunscreen. Sunscreen got a lot of chemicals in that bottle.
Yes, I know. And so, yeah. Okay.
Now, one thing is sure, you probably won't turn white again, and you're not going to itch like you may when you put the other options on you.
Feels good.
Softer. Skin feels better when you use small water.
It feels like it's breathing.
Yes, because you hydrated. You are hydrated. You hydrated your skin. Before, when you put on the sunblock, you had suffocated your skin.
Okay.
And that's what causes us to itch. Come on back. The skin is irritated at that point. It's almost like, what have you put on me?
So what you gonna do in New York?
I'm just going to see my friend. He flew me in for just an overnight trip.
Oh, that'd be nice.
He's so sweet. I got me a southern dude. Well, I shouldn't say that. He's my friend. Nothing more, nothing less.
But I got you.
But yes, we are good friends. So we is flying me in tomorrow, and I'm so excited because I haven't been to New York in over 24 years.
Oh my
Last time I
God.
was there was in '95, so I can't wait to see how it's changed.
Yeah, I want to hear about that when I come.
Water okay?
Uh-huh.
Yes, good, good. Just making sure.
I love
Always-
hot water.
Okay.
And I think that's a bad thing too when I take my showers.
It is. Do you know why? Do you know why?
Because it dries you out.
More so, the hot water is the nastiest, more contaminated source because it comes out of a big old tank called a water heater that holds 40 gallons of your water for you. That's how it gets hot, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, inside that hot water tank, it's rusted, it's metal. So the tap water's sitting in it like that and heating up, which is actually where your distilled water is at. Everybody has free distilled water in your house inside of your hot water tank. There's a little spout, little water hose, little knob at the bottom of every hot water tank that has distilled water in it, but distilled water has a lot of rust in it. That's why I tell a lot of people, have you noticed when you get out the shower, your legs itch?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's not your thigh that itches. It's only the area that is between your ankle and your knee.
Where that water's sitting.
There it is. It's ran all the way down your body and now it's collecting because your feet prevent it from running off.
Oh, wow.
I know. I never even thought of that. Squeaky,
So
squeaky.
what about baths? Horrible?
I ain't sat down in tap water in years because I think that's why my coochie was so wrecked. Because I was sitting in contaminated water, plus I was adding baby powder, bubbles and bath bombs. All of those are additional chemicals seeping up your little opening. Never thought, especially once you kind of slide down and you get into that slouched position. It's just like a cup. You put a cup upside down in water, it's going to take on water, right? Once we slide down, we as women slide down into that tub, you are possibly taking on that water up into your canal, and it'll throw your whole pH off. You'll be testing positive for BV at the doctor and won't know why. You'll be thinking your dude done gave you an STD or something, when no, that was that tap water you've been sitting in. And then women don't understand the dangers of sitting in a jacuzzi. Ugh. Woo, that's worse than a swimming pool.
Man, oh man.
Ew, disgusting.
Well, I have one of those walk-in tubs.
Oh yes, my grandmother put one into the house.
And
those are nice.
but I haven't gotten in it, for a long time.
Oh,
Because
why?
because it's a bath. And I didn't want to,
yes. I think
stir-
showers are best because at least you're not sitting in the contaminated water. At least it's running, down, and we're not taking it into the body.
Because I struggle with so many things, so I said, I just leave it alone. But I have been missing it. But,
somebody gave me that knowledge about the tap water and us women taking sit-down baths, and I used to sleep in the tub. That was my regime. After I get done doing clients, I would go to run a bath. I used to smoke cigarettes, so I'd take the ashtray in there with me and everything. I even put a TV in my bathroom at one point because I was sitting in that contaminated, all them chemicals all that time, and I never saw a problem with it because I didn't have a Tanya in my life that was educated to warn me. So I'm thinking I'm not doing nothing wrong or nothing to harm me, Now I don't have any issues.
Well, your joints, you'd be thinking, oh, it's so good for my joints.
It was, so it used to be. So now I just help us to remember. It used to be okay. But our tap water has changed. Tap water is not the same.
Nothing's the same.
The climate is not the same. You don't know how many individuals think that, oh, I have a filter on my tap water. The filter has holes in it, so it's not doing nothing. You could put 15 filters on your tap, and it still ain't going to remove everything. So it's unfortunate so many are lacking knowledge because those are the only ones that become brainwashed and believe
Well,
stuff that's not true. Like,
there's so much we don't have, and they don't know. I mean, you just
it's
walk
all in the
ignorant.
books. Yep, it's all in books. I had to go get quite a few books to learn water.
It's just basic nutrition.
It's facts. They don't, even doctors don't talk to you
No,
about water
no.
intake. Doctors ain't talking to you. You
They
know, the
just
first thing they used to do when you went into the clinic and found out that you were diabetic, the first thing a doctor would do is set you up with a nutritionist. Now, diabetics ain't never seen a nutritionist.
no.
That's the problem.
You know what they said? My cardiologist told me. He said he tried to do that, and the insurance companies and the pharmaceuticals fought him so hard that it just became counterproductive. I mean, he couldn't even, they just fight you so hard that he said you couldn't make no money.
Let's post-treat the tap water and remove what the tap water is leaving behind. Because even though I just washed you 3 times, your hair is still not thoroughly clean because you have all the remnants from the tap water left on your hair. And I think that's what causes our hair to feel so jacked up after we shampoo it. Because that was not normal either.
No.
We used to could wash our hair and our hair was sleek, manageable, and not feeling crazy, right?
That's for sure.
Yep, that has changed, and only older women know this. Younger girls have been born into the craziness, so they didn't get to live in the 70s and 80s like you and I did, before the FDA even enacted.
That's true.
I've done so much research, it's almost ridiculous, because once you do research, you become self-educated, and now you're truly protected when you have knowledge. I thought a gun truly protected me. That's not how you protect yourself. Protect yourself with knowledge.
Knowledge is power.
Alrighty, amen. Come on up. We're done in the bowl. Let's go on, take your time. Let's go get smooth. No hooded dryer needed.
And what's so sad about it?
Ma'am,
We have information,
we got books.
but don't nobody read books no more.
My dad said, Tanya.
Technology that's giving you all the misinformation.
Yeah. Dad told me, he said, Tanya, if you don't want nobody to really know what you're doing, he said, put it in a book. And I told him, why would I hide it? He was like, well, that's what you got to do because, and it's mainly black people don't like to read. So I started reading because I was like, I don't want to be like that. Which is a choice. Definitely a
Well,
choice. Let me turn on my Marcel stove real quick.
Well, this black man said, because black people, he said, are the only culture
Yeah.
that have raised children, not another generation and generation on top of generation not doing better than themselves.
Mm-hmm.
He says because we are a consumer culture. He says we consume. He says we don't try to create anymore, or we're not interested. We're just interested in spending our money and consuming everything we can get our hands on, instead of investing and trying to
Get ahead
get ahead.
instead of living paycheck to
Right,
paycheck
right.
and managing not having no money for the
Mhm.
remainder of the pay period. That's so self-inflicted and the worst way to live.
Yeah,
And it's
and trying to keep up with the Joneses and all that kind of stuff that they do. I mean, I don't even think that's an issue anymore because I think it's just such a way of, that they, I just don't believe these young people. It's more about what they got on their back, on their feet,
on their lashes,
Mhm.
on their in their booties.
Yes, and it's like, what about in the bank?
Man, say that again. You said, what about in the bank?
You know,
Spit that game, OG.
just looking around and say, "There's nothing I want. There's nothing I need." If you do want it, you can.
Women are lacking faith
It's
too.
not going to set you back.
That's facts. Women are lacking faith too.
Yeah.
I notice a lot of women are lacking faith.
Well, that used to be the backbone of our culture.
True.
We have mamas and grandmamas praying and saying, you know, what's wrong with you? Get it straight, you know. Now you have so many mamas and grandmamas trying to keep right up with you.
Mhm. That's very true.
Yeah, and ain't nobody praying.
That's why I said the faith is real low
Yes,
nowadays.
and it looks different. I don't know how to explain to you. Just what I, you know, just with me going through all that I've been going through lately. It's my mindset is a different place than it was years ago.
Amen. God is proud of you.
And I don't know what he's doing. I was going to show you that picture.
Oh, yes, show me. Ooh. I would have let him pay me under the table too. Sure.
What do you see?
Arr.
He's a
Arr. Oh, he's real good looking. Tell him I said hi. Hi, cousin. Oh yeah, he's a very good looking man. Very. Oh yeah, you got them eyes too.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The shaboing ain't even gotta be big when they fine.
And I'm gonna tell you, he done talked that stuff all the years. In a preacher.
What? Oh, so he really putting pressure on women.
He really was. just started.
All right, let's check your scalp. Is that air warm or cool?
Yeah.
Put that in there, warm or cool.
Pretty cool.
Let me know when it warms up, like it was underneath.
Okay.
Good. What about up top?
It's kind of cool.
Let me know when it warms up, like it did underneath and in the back.
Feels good.
Good. What about over here on the side?
Warm.
Warm. And what about this side?
Warm.
Warm. Good. Let's move right into silk pressing without using any product, no heat protectant or nothing. Do you know how many stylists think that if you don't use heat protectant, the hair is gonna burn?
Yeah.
That's because they
Most
was.
of them.
I know. That's because they was born into all that stuff. They also think that you got to use conditioner too. They think that's the only way to really soften our hair, when that's the problem. It's like, man, they've done such a good job brainwashing
I
us.
think if it's just hot and it's not too hot, it's just gonna straighten it. You know, I mean, white people don't use no heat protectant, do they?
Things didn't change because white folks be putting
Heat protectant?
no, they be putting serums on their hair, and that used to be a no for white girls.
Oh wow.
But now I think because there's more texture coming about in the industry, there used to be no such thing as a white girl with textured hair. Now it's a whole bunch of white girls with textured hair in the world today. So even in here, so many people think, oh, well, they're surprised when they find out I do white people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they have wavy hair too. I'm a wavy hair specialist, so I do anybody got wavy hair.
You see how my lips are doing?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all that kidney stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna help. Are they swelling?
Yeah. No, they're not swollen.
Just the color.
The color is just so, and they're breaking out. I mean, like I had, like right here where this color is, was a sore, and then it healed.
How did the sore occur?
It just.
Did it get dry?
Yeah, it was dry.
Like cracking?
Yeah, and I just had to keep, just dryness. And so,
oh,
see,
God
it's
is
kind
talking
of right
to
here.
me. We gotta get you some water because these are all signs of dehydration. That's why your skin is doing that. That's why your arm is doing that.
It feels so much better. I've been sitting in the car.
I mean,
with with my husband, and we went to go get some convenience.
He's in the car too?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I'm gonna go say hi to him.
That's another story.
I know, but you're doing so well. God's really gonna bless you.
No, it's another story.
Okay,
we'll do
it. We'll do it.
I ain't gonna come here and let you be my venture.
You know you can.
But
I'm just waiting for these tools to warm up.
She has been my anchor.
Mm.
She has just stepped up and she has just been, that spiritual anchor. God just touched her in a way and took that drinking from her.
Oh, yes, and so suddenly.
And he just
so proud of her.
That. And she has just been that, okay, Mama, I'm calling you. We're going to do Bible study. We're going to do devotional. And, she's just been no, Mama, you don't have to go into that place. Okay, we can get started. But I see where it's, I see where her struggle's real, but she's really leaning into God, and that's all I can ask.
Amen.
Because I know
she even talks about God a lot now.
Mm-hmm.
I notice in our conversation, she's constantly like, "I check with God. Let me pray about it." So she's in motion. She is, and that's all. Once you tap in, we all venture out. But once we know where the source is and we get there, so I'm not concerned. When God did that, He just said, you can let go. And He's just been telling me, you need to just focus on you. Mm-hmm. That's another problem with women. Mm-hmm. Women are so busy, focused on someone else, whether it's your child, whether it's a man. Mm-hmm. And it's okay to cater to other people,
But you,
but you got to cater just as equally to yourself. So if you're out here like buying people cars or, putting apartments in your name, go put an apartment in your own name, go get yourself a car. I had to learn how to do that. I spent so many years
taking care of somebody.
catering to everybody else, but not doing the same for myself. And that's what wears you out.
Mm-hmm. And you don't even realize it.
No, because you're knee deep and so busy taking care of everybody else, it becomes a habit. And that's a bad habit. It's not a good habit.
And that's what kind of upset me with my niece. Bless her heart. I mean, I love her to death. And I let them stay with me. And just something as simple as saying, okay, Auntie, maybe you just need this one time, to kind of relax and come up, and we can come by and sit with Uncle Ray.
Right.
They don't want to do that. They don't want to, that's an inconvenience. But it wasn't an inconvenience when you was staying with me.
Mm.
And
Well,
that's
of course
really
not.
got in my craw.
I know.
And I just really said,
It exposes them.
I said, Lord, I just don't understand some selfishness. And not that I would even expect that of them each time, but just every once in a while, just, and he's been so good to them. And I just, it was just like it was an inconvenience. And I said, okay, Lord. But I don't like to have him come up here and have to sit,
Right, right. So I'm thinking about, because I have 6 households now driving all the way from Colorado Springs up here. What I would like to do is put you all on the same week, same day, drive down to the Springs and do your hair down there. Then your time away from home would not be as long. You could come in, get you done, and out, and not have to. You know what I mean? Your travel is so extra because you got to consider in your travel time. That's 2 hours right there. Then you're here for about 2 hours. That ends up being kind of like a whole day's job, right?
Yeah.
I think it would help. Hold your head over that way. There you go. I think it would really help if I came to you all. It wouldn't seem as bad.
And how would you do that? Would you
So I have some people I know that would let me use their space. And mind you, I don't need space. I don't need a salon to do what I do. I can pull up on you at the house.
And you could?
Yeah. I think we had even considered it before. We talked about it.
Yeah, I remember when we first started, you had said something. And I can't remember what.
And it was my thing was me missing the money, right? Having to come and invest the time.
Okay.
But now that I have so many clients down there, it would make sense. You know what I'm saying? I would be more than compensated because I would do 6 of you, right?
Gotcha.
Maybe in 2 days. Maybe come down on a Saturday evening or a Sunday, Monday type thing when I'm closed here. But I just know that it would be a benefit because I've now got 6 households driving from down south up here.
Oh, Tanya, if you could do that, that would just be so
Right, helpful. Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how you do it in the winter though.
Well, I drive a Tahoe, so I'm always mobile.
Tanya said, ain't nothing stopping me.
Nah, I got sick of that.
Check it out. Who you talking to?
Yes, I had.
He's so dope.
Thank you. And I did that purposely, I used to drive like little cars. Had like a 5 Series BMW. And what I noticed was I always was like immobilized, trying to be cute with the BMW. Every time it snowed, I am immobilized. Couldn't go nowhere because I'm end up getting stuck. Then in the summer, when we get ready to go fishing, I would go park my BMW at the rental-car place to rent a SUV. And then one day my mother was like, "You're being so silly, Tanya. Why don't you just get you an SUV?" And I was like, wow, I would have never thought of that. And now I'm always mobile. Even when we have these blizzards, I'm out in
I got you. Well, how's your mama doing?
it. She's managing. She's actually managing well. My grandmother passed in
Yeah.
December, so I thought she would struggle, being by herself. But my mom is doing quite well by herself, so I call it managing.
Did the family get everything worked out?
No, everything is kind of idle right now because they're not able to agree on a lot of different things. So I call it just in the idle mode right now. Thanks for asking.
No problem. I think about you often, and your mama. I pray for you.
I love that about older women. You older women are so caring. Women in their 40s, they still a little different, You older women are such mothers, earth mothers, because you're not biased with who you care for. You're just genuinely kind across the board. They don't make them like you no more. So true.
I don't think what we've lost is just engagement.
That is very
People
true.
don't engage no more. I used to pick up the telephone and be like, I was thinking about you, girl.
I know.
I was thinking about you. I thought I'd call and see. Now, if you pick up the phone and call anybody, it's an inconvenience to them.
Correct. That is so sad. The world that we're slowly coming into.
And sometimes it just, someone can say, "Oh, I'm feeling great." You can tell by their voice they're not feeling great.
You can look at them.
Yeah, but I mean, even just through a phone call.
Yes.
But now we have nothing.
That's true.
You got words. And even young people don't even know how to gauge emotions because they're just so
sensitive.
Yeah, just
that's the problem.
Yeah,
you don't know how many times I done got in trouble with females off of a text message or an email. You can't hear my tone. So how you gonna get sensitive and turn it into something negative when you didn't hear my tone? Because look, I train on this when I'm mentoring. And I tell ladies, I say, your tone is everything. And the example that I use, I'm about to cuss. So, because this is the best example I can use. If somebody was to say, I'm gonna beat your ass, okay? Your tone is gonna change the perception of the same exact words. Let me explain. If I was to say, I'm gonna beat your ass, that don't seem like I'm doing much, right?
Right.
Versus,
I'm gonna beat your ass.
I'm gonna beat your ass. Right?
Yeah.
Same exact words, but my tone changed, so it changes the perception, right? I don't understand how I'm always getting in trouble for my tone when you can't, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't hear me. I sent you a message. So the sensitivity, the level of trauma, and that's where it comes from.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of women are struggling with the traumas of their past, and they have yet to deal with it, so they're unable and don't really understand why they're feeling this way.
And then when you take someone who's naturally sensitive to begin with, and then their culture, then you really have some problems there.
Very true. Very, very.
They have this little thing on. I don't. For some reason, I've been looking at Instagram, but I don't look at it that much. But anyhow, I found a lot of them interesting. They have these. It's like a little skit where they were doing the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and this little guy, he's walking through a door frame, and he hit the door frame. It showed each one of them, he said in the 70s when you hit the door frame, you came through and you just hit the door frame back. Like, it knocked you. You're like, what's that?
Dang, yeah.
And the next one came through, the 80s came through, and then it was a little bit less tougher. But it got all the way up into the kids nowadays, they just bumped the door frame and he fell out. He was like, oh my God, what did you do to me? And it was like before, in the 70s, they was like, that ain't nothing. That door's in my way. Let me hit it.
Mm-hmm. Perception mindsets have changed.
But these kids, everything just knocks them down. If people have to get up and had to endure what our ancestors have endured,
True.
we wouldn't be a race.
That's true.
We wouldn't even be around.
That is so true. So true.
And there's just so much, all this reality TV that ain't no reality at all. As far as definition of romance and what romance looks like and what romance should be. And it's like, y'all so far from the truth.
It's like the world is into lies. Most women want to be lied to about their hair. They don't want to hear the truth.
Lied about everything.
That's true. I know I go through it in here with the hair. Scared to change, thinking that your kinky hair is healthy, it's a different world of mindsets, definitely. Definitely.
But you know what? I think what the number one thing is, we just lost sight of God.
That is true.
Because it says the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom.
That's right. I have definitely struggled with that. And I'm able, I think, to speak for others, because it's not that I didn't want to read the Bible. It's not that I was afraid of it. I thought it was hard. I thought reading the Bible was confusing and it's hard to understand.
I got you.
So I avoided it through life more than I should have. But now that my father has really helped me to open my mindset and understand the words, right? So now I'm not afraid of it anymore. But now I understand why others do not read the Bible, because it's like, I think they think it's hard too. Because I used to get frustrated going through school, learning proper English, learning proper grammar, right? Then you get in the Bible and it's like, ye thou shalt not lie, and it's like, what did that just say? I used to read sentences 5 times. And it's like, that don't even make sense.
And then the other thing is the doubt comes in when you get the translations. It's like, did they really translate it right? And then this is the other thing. But see, I don't even say with the Bible, reading the Bible. It's an experience.
Ooh.
God is an experience.
Hey, now. And it's something that you have to learn. It's not automatically in us. Just like being a wife.
Yeah.
I thought that all women know how to be a wife.
Oh, no.
That's not true. Oh, my God. I didn't realize that till I became a wife. And I was just like, where is the rule book? This is not easy. Where is the resource guide?
Because you can do it all right. But you could just have someone who don't want to do it right. But see, those are all experiences that really God filters into.
So true.
But we've taken God out of everything. We don't even look at God as a resource to call on. I mean, it's not even a matter of not choosing. People just don't even know they can.
That's scary.
Yeah. But God has a way. It says, no man comes to the Father unless he draws him. So,
Say it
you know,
again. Say that part
No
again.
man comes to the Father unless he draws him. So, I mean, like becoming in a relationship with Christ, Jesus is going to knock. Whether or not you're aware or not.
Or ready.
He is not going to stop. It's you who puts up the hard ears and says, oh, I'm not ready for this. But he's going to come knocking. And he's going to bring you an experience that only you and him can understand. And when that happens,
You better be ready.
you either succumb to it or you reject it. But he don't ever let go. It's us that lets go. But it's like once you, it's like what is it called? It's like God has a window of opportunity, the crisis of belief, and then the window of opportunity. Crisis is what calls us. We go through a crisis, and then you're reaching for anything. You're just trying not to drown.
Desperate.
And that's your window of opportunity to grab. Yeah. And even if you walk away from that situation and he saves you, that's still an experience. And each time you go through those crises and you go through those experiences, you know him more and more and more. People don't want to go through nothing no more.
True.
But that's what makes us strong.
That's true. Trials and tribulations. I used to.
You don't pray for them. Don't ever pray for patience.
Right. Wisdom. Revelation.
Don't ever pray for patience.
Standing.
If you pray for patience, and the Bible even tells you that in Proverbs, if you pray for patience, you're going to get trials and tribulations.
You better understand the result of that choice.
But I'm going to tell you, if you have a hard time reading the Bible, read Proverbs. Proverbs tells you how to live.
That's the book, yes. I feel that's the book of life. Everything else, I call it stories, lessons. But you're right. So
Proverbs tells you, and it's frank. But God is faithful. And he loves us.
Amen. I tell homeless people that all the time. God loves you. Because they don't think nobody loves them.
I can see why. Because it seems so hard sometimes when you see him. And that's a strong, for someone to be homeless and still hanging in there, that's a testament in and of itself. I know a lot of people will say it's because of their choices or whatever, but you don't know what causes
That's God.
people.
That's the grace of God.
Yeah. You just don't know why people do or where they're at because of, there go I, but for the grace of God. Because I'm going to tell you, I see some of these older people walking like me and be homeless. And I'd be like, Lord have mercy, I be done found me a nice little cubby hole. I told somebody that today, I said, I be done found me a nice little cubby hole and then visit me a doctor and say, can I get some little pain medication? I said, I'd get warm and cozy one day, eat me a good meal and take them pills. I said, I don't know if I could handle that. But Sonny goes, she tells me, well, Mama, she said, God ain't gonna give you no more than you can handle.
Amen.
She said, you can't handle it, but maybe they can. So you just never know, Everybody has their own path to walk.
That is so true. We all have a different purpose in life.
And we all take a while to find it.
It took me 42 years to find my purpose. That was a long time. That was a lot of confusion, not understanding the whys to what was happening to me. that was difficult to live that way because I was not strong in my faith and was listening to too many people is what led me astray. Listening to humans.
Well, and then listening to them preach it one way and walk it another way.
That's
You
true.
know, that's a big distractor for anybody who's struggling. But like you said, it's trust no man.
Fear.
And you know, no matter how good a person can be, you know, you just cannot trust a man. You cannot trust them. You just need to just love them. That's all God has called us to do.
That's right.
And trust only God. All easier said than done. One day I'm gonna come in here and let you just cut it.
No, don't be cussing in here.
Cut it.
I'm not cutting your hair.
Okay.
Uh-huh. We didn't grow it all out this long to be no, we will not. If anything, you're gonna bun it. Maybe if it gets on your nerves, but we ain't cutting this off.
That's what Sonia said. I'm gonna Tanya cut it right up under my ear.
That's
she
funny.
said, Mom, she said, I wish you would.
You'd be so mad because you would not be able to put it in the ponytail that you love putting it into. And you'd be like, Tanya, why did you let me cut my hair? That's what women always say. Why'd you let me cut it? So now it's like, we're not cutting. Oh, no.
Okay.
Now, stylists, they would have been like, okay, snip. No, not me. No. Just clean your perimeter up. Straighten your head out for me. There you go. Perfect. Okay, we're almost done.
But I done come in here and vented today to you.
Huh?
I said, I done came in here and vented today to you.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. That's what I do. Shoot. Allowing you ladies to vent without judgment is the best
I appreciate that.
filtration that we can do for our thoughts. I know it's difficult, like, for me to talk to my mom because she always contradicts what I'm talking about, you know? She just don't know how to listen.
I know, I get that all the time. I'm sorry. I get a look from her, and then she's like, I'm already there. She says, I'm not even trying to talk to you. Because you're not listening. That's just mamas, I think.
I don't think it's normal to.
But we do need to listen more. You need to just kind of give the gratitude that your child has gotten to the place where they are, and let them show you some wisdom, because there's some wisdom they can show you.
Facts.
You know? And I've been a witness to that lately. But even with my niece, I know she's just living her life.
Mm-hmm.
And she even thought about it twice, you know.
Mm-hmm. Now you got a small hole back here in the back. Are you all right with it, or do you want me to close it out, which means making it a little shorter? You got a hole about that big back there.
Okay. Why don't we just go ahead and close
You
it
don't,
out?
yeah, because it's gonna make you that much shorter. So you'll still be way down here. Because
Okay.
that's how much is gonna need to be removed. Let me show you.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm. So only you and I can see that. It's not like someone else behind you will be able
I see
to.
what you're saying.
So to close it, I'm gonna have to bring
Let's just go ahead and cut it off.
the hole.
Yeah, just make it so that it'll all grow right.
It's gonna grow right. That's a myth to think that you
But
gotta
I mean-
chop your hair shorter just so it'll grow right.
But you know what I'm saying, so then you wouldn't.
It's just a preferential thing. Some ladies in here be like, no, don't cut my hole and don't close it. Some don't like to see it. And then you have this kind of length too.
Maybe we do it.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Because nobody really sees it but you and I.
Okay.
That's why I put these white capes on you ladies, so that we can see the true definition of the hair, so we know what's going on.
That's what we'll do. We'll just get through the summer. We'll just go a little bit longer.
I think that's a good decision.
And then we'll just take it, because it's going to get hotter.
Oh yeah, we're about to have
and then I'll be ready.
The worst summer on record
Oh,
in
I don't
terms
wanna
of
hear that.
dryness. It's already happening.
I don't want to hear it.
I checked it
I mean, it's
today.
the worst cold one that we've had. It was cold. It was hard on me. Winter and summer are hard. Spring and autumn are my day. But I'm living in the wrong state.
You ain't lying. And I tell so many individuals, especially if you're struggling with your health, you better get out of Colorado and go move to humidity ASAP. Because this air is not just affecting our hair and skin, it's affecting your internal systems as well. Because we're all breathing in dry air. That's like, what would be that? That would be like,
should we get a humidifier in my house?
oh yes, you should then have a humidifier. And you need a humidifier in every room. Because as you know, they don't put out a whole bunch of steam. So you need one in your living room, you need a humidifier in your bedroom, or any area you're commonly in. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Just so that you are breathing in more moist air than you are dry.
Okay. Sometimes you just put a pot on the stove and run it.
That is you just go sit in the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's also the easiest alternative to getting your lungs some moist air.
Okay.
Or go sit in a sauna even.
Oh gosh, I think I will. I would love to invest in a sauna.
They have them. They're like $800 that you can buy. It's like a tent. I thought they were grow tents for cannabis, but it's actually a sauna that you can put on your patio or in your home, and you step inside of it. I'm not sure if it needs a water source or not, but I know that it's something you can do at home, you know what I mean, without you having to leave or go to a gym.
I think that would be really good for my husband too.
Yes, anybody.
Because we did, we've been putting it off, but I think even the weather's getting more crazier than ever before.
It's dry.
And I keep saying, somebody keeps saying, ain't no tornado gonna hit us. But I said, you don't know what could hit us. And I really feel, we've been saying we're gonna get an elevator so he can get downstairs in the basement.
That's bougie. Y'all gonna put an elevator in your house?
I do want to.
I'm coming to live with you.
And
what?
And I just been, I think, so he can get to the basement, and we haven't finished our basement because there's just, there's just the two of us, and it's like, I don't know what's the point, but, I think if something were to happen, we need to get to some safety.
Correct. That is true.
And just have a generator so that if everything else goes haywire.
There you go. That's the best purchase that we can, because I do believe we're going to have a cyber attack.
I think something's going to happen.
And what's going to be crazy is we don't know how long the cyber attack is going to last. You know, the outage is going to last. It could be 3-4 days before they restore. You remember what happened in Texas
Oh, yeah.
years ago? That's probably going to happen worldwide.
I do too, because the grids are
So dependent on it. Mm-hmm. So they're getting overloaded. And eventually it's going to go out. So only those that are prepared with generators, water,
and
you
food.
know, and cash.
That's it. That's
We'll be all right.
That's what I said with Trump and cutting up with Russia and all this stuff right now, and China pissed. China is pissed. China's pissed. Everybody's pissed. Trying to act like they ain't pissed. I said, our financial system. You know, you might have something in the bank, but you can't get to it. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
And you need to have something so you can get to something.
So pretty. So pretty. Ooh, that hydrated hair is beautiful. We didn't use no conditioner, no heat protectant, no spritz, none of that. All right, thank you.
And you know what?
Hmm.
That's the key right there. Because
Less is best, but
Yes.
so many individuals think their hair is better with a whole bunch of product on it when you don't need it. It's
I
so
knew you were-
unnecessary.
talking the truth. When I told you that time when I used to wear my hair natural,
Yes.
and then I'd be trying to blow dry it, and it'd take me forever to blow dry it.
Right.
And then I'd be trying to blow dry it,
Yes.
and then I'd just step right back in the shower
Mm-hmm.
and wet it all back down and say, because I would blow dry it, and then I'd touch it, and I could not stand
Oh, that's
the
good.
way it felt.
Yes.
It just felt like just wire.
I'm gonna control these front hairs.
Okay.
So you don't have that wiry look.
But it would feel just, you are a godsend.
Thank you. Amen. Amen. I love you too, because not everybody loves their hair, enough to invest money into it, to commit, to come into appointments, and be impatient,
Well, I see one newscaster that comes on ABC News.
Mm-hmm.
I think she done got a hold of something you had.
Because she looking like us?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
on Colorado Springs?
No, on ABC News.
She might have
She's
ordered a
the one
bottle of mud water.
she be riding Trump's butt. She be riding Trump's butt. But I done seen her go through a couple hairstyles, but now it's her natural hair.
Oh, wow.
And it just lays so nice.
Mm-hmm.
I said, she done got a hold of some. But in Chicago and places like that, they used to blow dry your hair and make it just so. But still,
That's what the Brazilian blowout was all about.
Yeah.
Supposed to be about.
And
was just smoothing you without pressed heat.
Mm-hmm. But they could in Chicago when I was in college, they were the only ones that, and then I had to come back to Colorado Springs. But when I was going to school there, they would just take and shampoo my hair and blow dry it. Never put a hot comb, never put a perm in it, never, nothing, and get it just
You
nice.
remember the mud
Not
water
quite,
blowout?
not,
Just smooth.
Yeah,
It was
just
smooth and flowy.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
And the wind would just,
Mm-hmm.
but nobody in Colorado Springs could do it, and it was just the East Coast.
That's why so many of y'all driving all the way up here.
Mhm.
They don't want to change.
Yes.
They don't want to learn nothing new, and that's so sad. Because I got 6 clients I could sell them right now. Be like, look, there's 6 women that would love to come to you, so they don't have to drive all the
And
way.
look at the money they would save. No product, because when you sit in a salon, all you see is packaging, product,
Squirt, squirt. Pat, slap, squirt, spray, spray. So uncalled for. Oops, sorry. I was just about to ask, are you paying cash or are you putting it on the card?
Cash.
Cash, thank you. Hope this happens. Thank you. Do you need any change? Thank you so much.
Legs and feet on.
Just give me out your way. Nice, sweetheart.
So let me get these pants.
Oh, I got you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. It's my
You look
pleasure.
like an old woman, ain't
No, you don't. You look like a sexy woman, if you ask me.
it? I just love you.
I love you. Thank you guys for waiting on me. We can hold a Q&A now. While I clean up, wasn't that amazing? You all just watched me silk press a natural headed woman. I didn't use no conditioner. I didn't use no heat protectant. I didn't use no serum. I didn't use a relaxer. I didn't use none of the stuff that they swore that we need in order to handle. You saw her hair before she came in, and I did it in less than 2 hours. Yeah, it took me an hour and a half, $200. Man, if any of you are ready for your next level and you want to learn how to do what I do, you don't need a license to come and get trained here in the Denver Tech Center. My link is in the description. So make sure you click it, book your free 30-minute consultation with me, and we're going to talk about where you exactly need the most help. You may say, well, Tanya, I just need to learn how to use the Marcel. I got you. You may say, well, Tanya, I know how to use the Marcel and I already got my water beauty solution. I just need to learn the difference between a haircut and a hair trim so I can stop running my clients off because I keep cutting off too much. I got you too. Or you may say, well, Miss Tanya, I'm good behind the chair. My health is just crazy. I need some help on my hydration. I need some help with my time management. I need some help with my kids because they driving me crazy and stopping me from running business. Or I may just, Miss Tanya, I just need somebody just to tell me the logistics of running business. How do I get a capital loan? How to make sure that I'm not paying these crazy lying totals that the Secretary of State sends us for our retail sales tax licenses. So whatever area you're struggling in, I'm willing to help you. Hire me as your mentor, okay? Thanks everybody for joining. Oh, Megan, come on in here, Megan Boo. Let me look at my comment. Ah, Jesus. I'm starting from the top. What's up, Queen? You really take care of the scalp. Where are you located? Krista, I'm here in the Denver Tech Center, Colorado. Nursing AI won't take that job. Megan Boo, and to be a lawyer, because everyone's suing and everybody AI can't take that job either. Suing everybody, AI can't defend you. So no sunscreen. Misty Fire. Don't be putting sunscreen on you, especially if you live in, it don't even make sense if you live in humidity to be putting sunscreen on your skin. You clearly haven't read the ingredient list. So just make sure you're cool with all those chemicals that are in the bottle of sunscreen. I don't know what I thought that was, but just use an umbrella. I got a holistic alternative solution to everything under the sun. So just use an umbrella. Go stand in the shade. Quit sitting out in the sun. That's not what's up anymore. Used to be okay to do that back in the 70s, but we got all type of stuff in the air now, so we can't keep doing the same things we was doing before. Okay? Erin, Lorraine, Brenda. I used to be able to blow dry my hair and now it breaks, so I just straighten it. Wait, you used to be able to blow dry my hair, now it breaks, so I just straighten it. Okay. Usually, you know what I'm saying? So are you straightening it in the wet state, Brenda? Anyway, madam, how are you? Greetings, Apex. Hi, Erin. Oceans 24, her hair is beautiful. Thank you. Desislava? Uh-oh, Desislava, where are you from? You got that global, overseas type name. Megan Boo, have y'all subscribed to the video? I mean, to my chart. And how come y'all ain't like the video? Huh? Are y'all mad because I don't use no product? Y'all mad because I didn't cut her hair off? I didn't do a blunt cut and I didn't remove the hole? Or is that why y'all don't like my videos? Because I done figured out how to save us some money and give us the healthiest hair ever? Is that why y'all don't like my lives? Because y'all should be watching them. But thank you to those of you that like the live. I really appreciate y'all. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to look at the names because I'm going to start shouting y'all out and knowing who's giving me. Thanks, Oceans 24. Y'all got any questions for me? Thanks, Paul. I hope somebody hires me. You know, somebody needs to get some brains and needs to collaborate with me and put me on stage at the Warner Brothers. I have the whole building watching. Everybody will be stuck watching me get down because I do stuff so fast and it comes out so amazing. Then I'd be like, girl, what you use? And I'd be like, this right here. That is so safe. You can drink it. So safe. You can get it in your eyes and your eye. You ain't got to run to the hospital. You know you can't get your conditioner in your eyes. Ooh, and my product is for your hair and skin. You know you don't have nothing at home that works on both your hair and your skin. You got to run to both departments. My customers and clients don't got to go through that all no more. All they do is buy my water beauty solution. And you heard her today. She has some white crusty hands when she was in here earlier. And all we did was spray my water beauty solution on it. What's up, Fadika? Thank you, baby. You pretty too. I thought you knew. Takes one to know one. Sure, you must be pretty too. And you must be outgoing and have a personality like mine, because most women, they ain't into complimenting another woman. There's a lot of problem with stylists too. There's a lot of stylists that don't like complimenting another stylist. So I do all that. I call women beautiful. I tell them how pretty they are. I do. Look at you, Aaron. Look at you. Okay, so now I done finished making this money. I'm headed to New York City tomorrow, y'all. I fly out tomorrow. Miss Tanya doing big things now. Instead of just being behind the chair doing some normal stuff, I'm doing big things. Sure, sure. So I'm headed to New York tomorrow. What's up, Vadika? Did you subscribe to my tribe? Because, I'm not trying to be popular. I'm not on here. I don't want just anybody. I remove a lot of people from my lives. I'm real different. Some people just tolerate it and read it and then just let the person stay because they so dehydrated for the attention. That ain't me, y'all. You come in here in my lives being disruptive and rude, I'm going to remove you. You're not going to get to shine here. So, Vadika, where are you joining me from? I'm here in Denver, Colorado. Where are you at? Where all y'all at? Can y'all check in for me and type in your city and state for me? Cause I need somebody to hire me. I need either a dermatologist to hire me because I need some benefits. I'm 50 years old now. I've been doing hair for 32 years, so I'm sick of paying for my vision. You know what I'm saying? And I do Versace glasses. I don't do no normal glasses. You know what I'm saying? So I need some vision. I need some benefits, y'all. Anybody got a job for me? Anybody want to hire me to come do your hair? Huh? Huh? It's not that expensive, you know what I'm saying? I just need my bills paid, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But I definitely am ready to do something different because I've been doing hair for 32 years. Look at how pretty my hair is. It's so moist without even living in humidity, which is a vibe. Because most people here in Denver, Colorado, they got some crunchy, frizzy, brittle type hair. Ooh, somebody did a lot of typing. Vetica just did. Well, I accidentally discovered you. That was God. I was about to sleep, saw you live, and now I have subscribed. You're gorgeous. Vetica, I pray I get to hug you one day. Where are you joining me from? Abilene, Texas? What? I never even heard of that. I thought it was only Dallas and Houston. Because I've never really, I can't say that. I've been to Dallas and I've never been to Houston though. And I never heard of Abilene. So welcome, Oceans. Have you subscribed yet? Join my tribe so you can learn. This is an educational space. I got so much knowledge, everybody, that it's almost ridiculous. And for years, I was scared to get on here and share my knowledge because I go against the grain hard. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of scared to start speaking my knowledge and my truth. But now I'm 50 years old. I don't care what people say or what people think because I know that I'm being, moved by the grace of God. And I know I got in these books and I know I got the knowledge now. So I'm no longer confused. I'm no longer saying things like you can hydrate your skin with oil because you can't. There's no hydrogen in oil. And I'm not in here telling people that you can, lock moisture in with conditioner. Ain't no moisture in conditioner. It's a moisturizer. There's a big difference. Moisture and moisturizers ain't got nothing to do with each other. I used to think they did because the word is in the word of moisturizers, but moisture ain't got nothing to do with a moisturizer. But if you don't have the knowledge, you're going to think that you're locking moisture in with conditioner. You're also going to think that you can grow hair with products. You can't. The only people that say that are those that they ain't got the knowledge, y'all. So be careful who y'all follow and be careful who you book with too, and be careful who you're learning from. Because there's a lot of individuals in the world that will make you think they know what they're talking about when they really don't. You can tell by what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, look, there's so many stylists that live in humidity and you're trying to promote hair growth. It happens automatically in humidity. So what are you talking about? You grow hair. That used to confuse me. Now I know why they're saying that because they probably need some more clients, and the industry is so used to telling a whole bunch of lies that you're going to just say, I can grow your hair. I grow hair and don't even say I grow hair because I know it grows automatically. It's just a whole bunch of stuff that you can do to make your hair fall out way quicker than it's supposed to fall out. That's what the research proves. So I'm gonna get off of here, y'all. Thanks for. Hold on, y'all. My name is Tia, about to get removed. Thank you. My name is Tia. You got to be careful, sweetie. You can't come in here being disrespectful, rude, or distracting. And saying pussy flaps. What is a pussy flap? I'm going to bust you out and I'm going to expose you since you are. Oh, you subbed. That's what's up, Flop Tropica. What is wrong with you? My name is Tia. Your comments ain't making sense. What does MHM mean? Bulgaria. Greetings. Greetings, Bulgaria. Thanks for joining. Clock that tea, Queen Lisa. My name is Tia. What is wrong with you? You must not drink enough water. It's giving Mama Carol. Who is Mama Carol? Hope to talk to you again. I'll see y'all later. Yeah, I could be on here all day with some of these mindsets of YouTube. YouTube is a very challenging space to be in. It's worse than TikTok. It's worse than YouTube. Instagram. Individuals that make comments like my name is Tia really make it hard for individuals to go live. So I'm grateful that I'm a strong-minded woman. But I know like now when I need to exit stage left because I feel like I'm getting triggered. So thanks for watching, y'all. And I'll see y'all next time live all the way next week. No, I'll be going live tomorrow morning because I'm flying to New York. So I'll be going live to show y'all my airport experience and how much knowledge I have with traveling. So I love y'all, but I'm about to get out of here. See y'all later. Bye.